The majority of people ask these two questions when they start working out, specifically beginners. How can I get muscle mass faster? And what is the fastest way for me to build muscle mass? It takes time, days, weeks, and even months of serious training at the gym and adherence to a strict diet to develop dream shape. Rome wasn't built in a day. Slow and steady wins the race. And there aren't any shortcuts to anything worth going. You see, adding more muscle is difficult already. The more effort you put in, the more difficult and unpleasant it becomes. However, it seems as though your muscles are not developing. But why does it seem like nothing you do will help you add muscle? The reason isn't that you are genetically damned. The reason is you may just focus on the things that you have to do in the gym and ignore the things that you have to do outside of the gym. Fix this in your mind. Is not all exercise. And today I'm gonna share with you some tips to speed up the process of muscle growth. So let's dive in. The very first thing that I want to start with is having a good sleep and try to go to bed 30 minutes early. There is no healthier option to recover and heal than by just obtaining additional sleep. Recovery is essential for muscular development. You would need 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night in an ideal environment, but that isn't always possible. However, you can manage what times you go to bed, providing you the best opportunity to obtain as much rest as you can. In order to build muscles, a proper diet is not enough. Approximately 8 hours every night must be set aside for recuperation. The human growth hormone produced by your body when you sleep, which promotes muscular growth and controls the stress hormone, the cortisol hormone. A research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that just 1 week of sleeping for 5 hours instead of 8 hours reduces testosterone levels that help muscle growth by an unbelievable ratio, 10 to 15%. Also, the National Sleep Foundation advises individuals between the age of 18 and 64 to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. There are no justifications acceptable. The next step that you have to do to speed up your muscle growth process is to eat more protein. The workout you do is damaging and breaks down your muscles, and protein helps to rebuild them. Protein consumption is necessary to ensure muscle repair. Muscle building nutrient becomes increasingly vital as your workout session gets harder. You should consume 0.25 to 0.30 grams of protein each kilogram of your body weight every meal, according to research from the University of Australia. That equates to 20 to 24 grams of protein at each meal for an 80 kg person. That's 3 to 4 eggs, a cup of Greek yogurt, or 1 scoop of protein powder. And before moving on to the next one, don't miss to hit that red subscribe button followed by the bell icon to never miss a bit. Moving on to the next one, concentrate on the calorie surplus instead of calorie deficit, particularly for individuals who have a habit of calorie counting in the hope of losing weight. This might be a challenging one to adapt to, but in order to quickly build muscle mass, which means gain weight instead of losing it, you must eat more calories than you are expend each day. An extra 200 to 500 calories should be consumed each day, assuring that the majority of those calories are from protein, because this will help to ensure that any weight increase is primarily made up of muscle. A study from the Biomedical Research Center in 2014 found that persons who had a high-calorie diet, high in protein, stored approximately 45% of those calories as muscle, compared to those who consumed a poor protein diet with the same calories intake stored 95% of those calories as fat. The next thing that you have to do is to eat more during your off days. You should consume a large portion even if you aren't exercising today. It makes sense to maintain a lot of nutrients available for your body to make the most of, as the majority of your muscle growth occurs during the recovery period on your off days. On days when you don't exercise, it's acceptable and definitely a good and wise idea to slightly reduce your carb consumption because you won't need the extra energy for exercise. However, maintaining a high protein intake and check that your total calories consumption does not decline by more than 500 calories. Moving on to the next thing that you have to do to gain muscle mass faster, which is weigh in each week. The majority of individuals weigh themselves when they intend to slim down. But weighing yourself may also be a terrific way to keep track of your muscle development. Weighing yourself each week on the same day and during the same time is recommended. And it is best to do this in the morning, right after using the restroom and before eating. You are not adding muscle if the scale is not changing. Simple as that. Just use the mirror to be certain that the way you are getting is solid muscle to avoid acquiring fat. Last but not least, be consistent. The most crucial point on this list is certainly consistency. When attempting to lose weight or gain muscle, consistency is key. Every program functions to the same extent, but the top performers are those who consistently follow their plans. People still experience success. They are the ones that, no matter what life throws at them, continuously work hard in the gym and train regularly. That's it for today. Guys, this is Dr. Ishak. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you don't miss a single episode packed full of valuable information about exercise, diet, health, and everything related to fitness. And if you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section. And don't miss to check the first part from here to maximize your muscle growth. God willing, see you on the next video.